Today we're going to learn how to mix a unique skin tone, which is your skin tone. We just watched some videos that shows how different people connect with different skin tones, but the most important thing is to connect with your own. So we are going to learn how to mix skin tones, and we're going to be doing something with that by the end of the class period and tomorrow. So the first step is to start with 3 blobs of the yellow, and you notice that I'm kind of twisting that so that it doesn't have so much on the brush. Then you're going to get a little blob, just a little blob of red, and a little blob of blue. What you're going to do is you're going to mix this together and see what you get. Okay? Now, if you do it right, it shouldn't turn green like this. It should turn brown. So what you're going to do now is you're going to start adjusting it. So looking at the color wheel, I know that if I want this to turn more brown, I have to mix more red into it because it is on the other side of the color wheel from green. So I'm going to take that opposite color and I'm going to start mixing that in there. And notice what I'm doing, I'm not just swirling around. I'm pulling in all the paint from the outside of that little puddle of paint to the middle. Now it looks like I got to a pretty nice brown here. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to mix something called a mother color, okay? A mother color is a nice brown, rich brown color in which you can mix a bunch of other skin colors, okay? This mother color might actually be your color. It might be your skin tone. This might be where you stop, depending on how you mixed it. Everyone's going to be slightly different. But the next thing you're going to do is you're going to try to just add a tiny bit of white of this, just the tiniest bit of white to see where we are with this brown, okay? So I'm going to just mix a little bit of white in it until I can really see what this color looks like, okay? Now again, if this is your color, to test this, I would take my hand here and I would just put a little line of it. Now you can see that's not my color, but if you test it on your hand and that's your color, this is where you're going. You've done it, okay? If this is not your color, what you're going to do is you're going to add a little bit of white to it until you get to kind of a lighter tone, okay? Again, when you add the white to it, this might be your color. You might test that one and see that that one's your color. You can see that I'm not to my color yet. So this mother color, everyone's color is going to come out of whatever mother color that they mixed here. Now I know my skin tone is quite a few lighter than this, but I'm also a lot more red than this. So I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of red to my mother color. And I am going to actually scoop up, because I'm getting kind of a lot of paint here, I'm going to scoop up that new red color and make a new pile right here. And I'm going to start adding white to that, okay? Because my color's lighter than that. All right, now I'm getting somewhere. I'm getting a little closer to me. Trying that out. And again, I'm going to test it. Not quite there, but I'm getting closer, okay? I'm going to take a little bit more white. I think I might be a version of this color, just lighter. So I'm going to test that again, and then I may have to do some more adjustments depending on, my skin looks a little bit more pinky than this. Oh, pretty close, pretty close. Okay, if I were to paint right there, I'd say that this is pretty close to me. Okay, I think it's a little more pinky than that, so what I'm going to do is just add the tiniest, you can see how much is on my brush, bit of red to that just to pink it up just a tiny bit. If I go too far, it's going to look too light. I mean, too pinky. That's pretty close. I'm going to add just a tiny bit more white to it to lighten it, just the ever so slightest. Let's see. Oh, pretty close. Okay, I think it might be a little bit more yellow than that. I'm going to pick up some yellow too and mix that in. Oh yeah, that looks more like my skin tone. Let's add a little more yellow to it. Okay, and notice again, I'm pulling all the paint, rolling my paintbrush so I have a blob in the middle. Now let's try. I'd say I have pretty much gotten to my skin tone, maybe a tiny bit lighter, maybe. Yep, That one almost fades away, okay? So you can see this was the mother color, and this is the color that I got from it by adjusting it, okay? So once you find your color, and it may take several adjustments, I'm gonna come around and help you with that. Once you find your color, you will then take your square. Now your name should be on the back of this square, and you are going to now paint the color that is your skin color onto this paper. Now hopefully you made enough of this color to paint the entire, yeah, pretty good, not bad for me, okay? You're gonna paint this entire square, the one color, and I will let you know how to clean up as soon as this video is over. I'm gonna show you the cleanup steps. If you didn't make enough paint, like for example, if you're getting about halfway through this and you don't have enough paint here, I'll come by with a squirt bottle and put some water on this, and that'll kind of thin the paint out a little bit so that you're able to cover the entire paper, okay? Now again, if you're painting and a little bit's on the table, no big deal. We'll clean up the table at the end. I would just like this whole entire thing covered with your unique skin color.